Alright, welcome back to Low Res Reviews, Part 2.
Episode 2.
Whatever.
Okay. He's Eric, I'm CJ, we're about to go see Blade Runner 2049.
Hey man, now we could have a party, three's a company!
Oh my god, it's Jon Cags.
Yes, I didn't know he was back there.
Yeah, he was secretly hiding back there the whole time.
I am a master.
He lives in my car, pretty much.
Apparently.
I need a home. Please donate.
Okay, so background on Blade Runner 2049. Obviously the sequel to the cult classic Blade Runner, which came out
35 years in the making.
Yeah,
yeah.
The first one came out in 1982, so I guess it's not technically a direct sequel. Obviously one of Ridley Scott's most well-known works, aside from Alien.
Yeah.
So yeah, you have anything to say?
I know it's from the guy who made Arrival.
Yes,
Denis Villeneuve.
Denis Villeneuve or something like that.
French.
Yeah,
French
I'm pretty sure I just said a random French word that has no bearing on his last name.
Yeah.
But
Luc Besson, but smart.
yeah. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be a cool sci-fi movie. Ryan Gosling,
The
Jared
trailers
Leto,
look cool.
Harrison Ford.
Oh yeah.
I do have
This is like Harrison Ford's I think 4th franchise he's come back to. And what do you expect? You excited?
Yeah, I guess. I'm not a huge Blade Runner fan. John and I were just watching this before we started recording this. It's the first time I've seen it in 10 years. And
There's a reason I think it's called a cult classic.
yeah, it's definitely the kind of movie that if you weren't raised to love, you probably don't love it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's very...
So, I'm going into this with an open mind. I'm
atmospheric.
sure it'll be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ryan Gosling. I like Jared Leto, so...
Yeah.
Woo.
Except as the Joker.
Yeah, I don't like. Yeah,
him.
I don't like him as this Spring Breakers Ace Ventura Joker.
Oh my goodness.
Look
Is that
at
what
my
you're
shit. Look at my. Alrighty then.
Mom's gonna freak.
Okay, so, yeah, anything else to add before we go to the theater?
Can you buy me popcorn?
No.
Damn.
The future of the species is finally unearthed.
Okay, so...
Blade Runner 2049.
Yep, just got out of seeing it. It's
3 weeks
12:13
later,
a.m.
we are out.
Yeah,
John, I think you grew a beard.
I did grow many beards in the time that it took for that movie to be over.
yeah.
I loved it.
So it was about 2 hours and 40 minutes long.
Yeah.
Definitely not for a casual viewer. So what'd you think?
I loved it.
Okay, John?
I was just very confused the entire time. Wasn't really sure what's going on, so...
I mean, I thought it was a lot more linear than the first one. I think there was a very clear plot. I think...
Oh yeah. I was happy too that
Please explain it to me.
So, it's hard to do this without getting spoilers.
Well,
but,
we'll explain more to you in a bit, okay?
It's very symbolic, I think.
Yeah.
It's not
I also
something that you can just
the good
talk
news
about
is I think if you didn't see the first Blade Runner,
I think
you
yeah,
can
I think it
understand
makes sense
it.
without
Yeah,
it.
Can
without
you
it.
see me back here?
Yeah, you're very
right there.
much in the dark. But
We'll make you bright later.
yeah. Okay,
Dark.
so
Wait, what else?
so I will say Harrison Ford. First of all, I think he was great reprising his role.
Oh yeah, I was happy it wasn't like Indiana Jones 4, where he's the star of the show.
Yes.
It's like it's like Han Solo, where it's like he's not the main character.
Mm-hmm.
He's like
this
important.
this is really a spoiler. He doesn't come on until much later in the movie.
Like
so
yeah,
don't
2
expect to
hours.
see him early.
2.5. It's almost like 2 hours and 10 minutes in. I think. He
Did
was
you
still
check
in the
how
last-
long? Did you check how long?
I was checking the time periodically throughout just to see
Wow.
exactly
Like
where we were
you'll
at.
see his
So
face for a while, but not.
it
for
was
a
at
long
least 2
time.
hours in. So I might be off by like 10
You'll
minutes, but,
have grown your beard. You grew your beard like 2 times before he showed up.
Oh.
yeah,
Why
mine's a
did-
little bit bushier than
yeah.
when we started.
Yeah. I thought
It's hard to talk about. So,
acting was great.
So let's talk cinematography.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I will
So,
say this
I loved
about
it. It was beautiful.
So
The way it looks is fantastic.
Oh yeah,
I will say I love the cinematography.
I love the color palette.
Can we compare it to Blade Runner? Can we compare it to the original? Because
Yeah,
I think the original Blade Runner was mind blowing for what it was.
Oh, yeah.
Its time frame. There was nothing that looked that beautiful.
Yeah.
And Blade Runner 2049, very well shot, very well directed. Cinematography, yeah, it's pretty good, but
I
mean,
love
there's
the
a lot
color
of films
palette.
today that
I don't think
I thought that
you
it
can
was
say
very
that
cool.
it's as much of a visual marvel as the first one, just
Right.
because
there's so
the
many
variety of
films
things we have
nowadays
today.
that
Yeah.
have that level of
But
cinematography.
The
It
first Blade
definitely
Runner
does try to
started it.
emulate.
Every single film tried to like do the
Absolutely.
same thing it did. Then the next Blade Runner came out, and it's like, all right, how do we top this?
Right.
Well,
so,
Yeah, I think they definitely tried
again,
to
I
They
think
didn't. They tried hard.
they tried
went
hard.
on.
They did
Yeah.
well with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't a bad movie by any means.
Oh, no.
Okay, so the
Spoilers.
other thing is Jared Leto, I think, gave a great performance, but he was only in it for like maybe 5
He
minutes.
plays a
maybe
weirdo
10.
again.
Yeah,
It's-
he's blind
it's-
too. He's got to be
Yeah, I
blind,
know.
right?
Yeah.
The character was blind, yeah.
Yeah.
He uses these little drone
Things that
to
he
see.
can see,
Yeah.
which, again, not a spoiler, because that's the clip that Jared Leto shows on every talk show he's been on to
Yeah.
promote this clip.
You'll like it if you like artsy stuff, but if
Yeah,
you just want to
it
see
played
like
very
a
much
quick, if you
like
just
an
want to
indie
see a
movie.
quick movie, you're not gonna.
It,
get out of
it,
there
Yeah.
quickly.
it
Get-
played very
get-
much
bring
like
it
an indie
out.
movie. It played very much like a sci-fi movie.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
Bring Adderall.
it played very. I feel like it played very heavily off of the established universe from the first Blade Runner. You know, I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
it was very much the same timeline. You can tell it's 30 years later in this timeline that Ridley
Oh, yeah.
Scott originally set up. I figured they would definitely throw in some product placement just
Atari,
as a joke, you know.
Sony, no Coca-Cola.
Yes, Sony.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't see any Coke. Sony, yeah, a few times.
Oh, yeah, that's
Um,
another thing. With all the different hologram things, like they spend a lot of time showing you, like, this is the future. This is
I
the
like
future.
it.
This
I
is your
actually kinda like a
future.
lot of the
Well, it makes your
technology,
future
though.
well,
The
again,
technology was really
again,
cool.
that's
This is your
lot-
future strip club. This is your future.
Well, again,
drink
the
in a
holograms were a big part of the first one, so of
Yeah.
course they would want to continue on to that with brand new advertisements that are pertinent to that decade. You know?
Well, I'm saying they just like specifically spend a lot of scenes showing like.
Well, it's kind
this
of like
is how
universe
this will be.
building,
Well,
right?
yeah, absolutely. They're trying
Yeah,
to
but
set up
it's
this
not really-
future.
it's not
no, I get
completely necessary for the narrative itself. It's
that.
just
Fair enough.
I did like the technology though.
Okay,
Like,
so we're
they
5
did have
minutes
some cool
in.
stuff.
We're 5 minutes in. Let's
All
get
right,
into spoilers,
spoilers.
okay?
Spoiler
spoilers.
graphic.
If you don't want to know about spoilers, don't
Just yeah,
or do keep watching.
and yeah.
If you
It's
don't
what-
want to know about the steamy sex scene between Ryan Gosling and Harrison Ford, then stop right here.
So,
All right.
Okay, Harrison Ford, is he a replicant or not? I still don't know.
no, he's
No, he's not.
So how
he's
does
not
he
a
have-
replicant. He's not
Yeah.
a replicant.
Okay, the big reveal. Can we mention the big reveal?
Well, we're
Yeah,
at
yeah,
the,
of
we're at
course.
the spoiler moment. So,
all right. So the big reveal is
he has a daughter who's a replicant with
Yeah,
a
He has a kid with the replicant woman.
Yeah.
yeah, with
Yeah,
Sean Young.
Rachel.
Sean Young.
We're
yeah.
not told how.
Rachel
So-
Young.
She's not even in it. Where
No,
did
Oh no,
where'd she go?
she's the
well, she's
skeleton.
dead. Remember,
She's the
remember
dead-
they in the
she was
first.
she's been dead for 30 years.
Yeah,
She's
remember
been
in
dead
the
since
first one they have like
origins
they
of-
have a time lapse,
It's
right?
it's pretty heavily assumed that she died immediately after the events of the first film, and
Yeah.
like so
So
she
why did she give birth?
Well, I'm guessing when they were on the run.
well, they probably like multiple times between. Like again, it's probably not an exact 30 years. It's probably like
Yeah, I'm sure. Like
you know,
at least
obviously the
a
first one
cou-
took place
a
in
couple-
2019.
I think a couple months
they
passed.
could
by
have
the
a
by the
lot,
ending
but
of
I'm
Blade Runner.
guessing probably like a year
This
passed.
quickly went after dark.
It probably went.
Yeah.
Yeah, it probably went. So I'm guessing it happened really quickly after that, and she had the kid really quickly after
Yeah.
that. Died in childbirth.
So there are two sides to this movie. There's the
Right.
replicants who say this is a new era for us. This means we are a definitive.
I thought they were
owned
just trying to break
species
up
on
the
our own.
slavery.
And then
Right, 'cause,
Jared
like-
Leto says, "I have to make more of these so they can serve
Right.
for humans." Right.
so
What kind of? He wants to like expand his like business, right?
Right.
He wants to
So-
get them off world.
yeah, so I mean, again, it's
Yeah.
not like Jared Leto's actively saying, you know,
I'm evil.
yeah, it's like it's more like I feel the replicants in Jared Leto's eyes are tools for their
Yeah.
means to an end, you know, which isn't really a bad thing. Like I see
I
them,
know.
I see them in his eyes as his creations. They're
Oh, yeah.
his children. He's the
He's,
god
he's
of this.
yeah, he's like a
universe,
god,
yeah.
kind of.
But
I kind of feel like the whole premise of the movie was summed up in one episode of Star Trek.
Right.
You know, the one about Data, where they determine if he has free will. Or
I
something like
don't
that.
think I've seen that one, Next Generation. But
It's
I
all
haven't.
it's all about how you
But,
define a technologically constructed race of beings.
so I can tell you right now, it reminds me a lot of the plot of Fallout 4. I know neither of you have played it,
No,
but
I haven't
You,
played
you
it.
work Fallout into every.
You do.
I
You
do,
do.
but
You do.
But there's a big premise. The big premise of Fallout 4 is that there's these synths, these synthetic humans
They
that
probably got
exist
it
in
from
society.
Blade Runner.
It's possible, but
They got it from Blade Runner
again,
and they got it
again,
from Fallout
robots
4.
existing within the confines of
imitates art.
humanity.
Imitates art.
Free will and will,
Yeah.
whatever. Not a new concept, you know. 9 minutes in.
right.
So
Who was the other woman that Ryan Gosling was fighting?
I forget
Oh,
what her
Angel.
name is. Is that what her name is?
Yeah.
Angel?
Because
Okay.
I told you, I thought she was the kid.
Why were they
Oh,
fighting?
no, she was never going to be. Well, I did think that briefly, but
I thought she was the female.
So look,
one.
it's pretty obvious that they were trying to hint very early on that Ryan Gosling was the kid, and I thought they had me going for a while.
Yeah.
I'll admit, but I knew they were trying to subvert our expectations. I knew that it was eventually going to be revealed that Ryan Gosling was not the kid, that he just had the memories somehow.
I did like though that like it wasn't
So,
like when they were trying to clue you into it that he was the kid. Like they didn't like do like one of those big like Shyamalan twists.
Right.
It wasn't like he's the kid.
No,
It's like,
it wasn't.
He's, like,
it wasn't
finding
like
out
a
slowly.
painfully dramatic moment.
Yeah,
you
he
know,
was,
even
like,
though it
finding
is
out.
his story. Yeah, absolutely. Anything else?
We could take.
So the one thing I will say is I really love the last shot of the film. Like,
I love
just
that too,
frame of Harrison Ford's face as, you know, it seems like his story that was established in Blade
was
Runner
that the first
finally came to
actual
an end.
time he's ever seen?
Oh yeah,
his
it's
own-
the first time he's seen his daughter.
'cause,
Remember, she even said like I had to leave. I had to cover my tracks.
yeah, as
They were
soon
hunting
as
me.
they found out his girlfriend, as soon as they found out Sean Young was pregnant with the first ever replicant baby, like he knew he had to get out of there.
No. Why did they start coming after Ryan Gosling? Why did he say, "Oh, they're going to come after me"?
Well,
What did he do?
I think he broke a number of laws. The baseline test, I think, is a pretty good way of indicating
'cause-
whether or not a replicant can be trusted, whether or not.
Yeah, and he failed it. I remember.
So you really don't need to know exactly what law he's breaking, so much as he's doing something that's extremely taboo in his society by breaking this test.
Yeah, and then what's her name? Claire Underwood. I don't know the actress's name.
Oh yeah, Claire. God,
is
Robin
that
Wright.
who's playing?
Robin Wright.
Yeah.
What was her deal?
She was-
She
oh,
was
she was
the
Madam.
Bureau
She
of
was
Investigation.
Yeah, she
I
was
know,
the head of the
head
LAPD.
cop, yeah.
That's what
Remember?
I thought, but it's just the way the movie plays it out. All the scenes are like very slow.
Well, it's a noir.
And it takes
It's very
Yeah,
much
it's
a
meant
noir
to be very
film.
noir. It's-
I think it's
And by the time a
yeah.
scene ends, I just forget what the other one was, and I'm just
well.
like,
That's fair enough. They're
Yeah, I understand.
playing on a
It's very
very
noir-like.
old, very
Well,
strange
I haven't
genre,
seen
let's
noir.
say.
Yeah.
So
I
I
do like how
absolutely
it
get why
does-
they did it.
yeah.
It's not for everyone, but good movie. If
Good
you
movie.
liked the first Blade Runner, you'll love this movie.
I loved it.
Yeah. So
Also, great cast. It
Yeah,
had like
absolutely.
a big cast. It had like Ryan Gosling.
absolutely,
It had
Dave
Dave Bautista.
very strange. I like just based on how much was in the promotional material. I was assuming he'd have. To
Yeah.
play a
yeah,
role
I
in
thought he
this,
was gonna be
but-
like a bad guy or something.
No, he was great.
Oh, he was. Great.
I assumed
loved,
he'd
like,
be sort of like
no,
Jared Leto's
meant,
character.
I
one of
meant
the
I thought he'd
creators,
have
right?
like a bigger part as like,
Yeah,
an
absolutely.
antagonist.
I was thinking the same thing.
He was. The girl from Interstellar, I think, was in it too.
Which one?
She was
Anne
the.
Hathaway? No, she wasn't.
No.
Hathaway's
The
not
daughter. The
Interstellar.
daughter. Remember the
Yeah,
daughter from
she was.
Interstellar?
The redhead?
Yeah.
Anne Hathaway's the female lead in Interstellar.
No. I mean the daughter. Remember?
Oh,
she
yeah,
is,
sure.
I think she was. She was like the young
No, my
hooker.
Nolan.
Remember the young hooker?
Well, I'm
yeah.
thinking of,
That was her. I
Huh,
remember.
Wow,
She looked,
yeah, no, I didn't make that connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's her.
Clara. Oh yeah. I know. I took me a while. Like.
Okay, yeah. Oh, and the guy from X-Men Apocalypse. The,
Yeah. And Dark Knight guy too. The guy from Dark Knight.
Alopecia guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're
Anyway.
going off on a tangent. Good
Yeah,
cast.
great cast, yeah.
If
Great
you liked
directing.
Blade Runner, watch this movie.
If you like
'cause you won't be
extremely
disappointed.
long movies,
Yeah, it's
you'll like
not
it.
for the fan of heart. Like, it is nearly 3 hours long, so
Yeah.
you're going to be in here for a while. I mean, we got in here at 9. It's past midnight.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
just say I haven't slept in over a day, so it was extremely difficult.
Did you
So
fall
that's why you
asleep?
didn't
Wait.
enjoy
Did
it.
you fall asleep?
Multiple times.
I was dozing off.
So that's
in the,
why
in the
he
beginning
didn't.
parts.
That's why he couldn't follow it.
No, but here's the thing. It was in all of those beginning scenes where nothing was happening anyway. They were
A lot
just
was
standing
happening.
around.
A lot was happening. That's why
set
you were
up
so
in the
confused.
very
You fell
first shot.
asleep.
Yeah. Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, I was awake for most of it.
Okay. So
All
this has been Low
This has
Res
been-
Reviews.
yep.
He's Eric. I'm CJ.
Eric,
That's John.
CJ, John.
Yeah. And bye.
Bye.